Hey guys, Adam's HAMRADIO. Well, did it again. Well, this is my new toy. Oh my god, I don't know. I have really bad habits. This is a bad habit. Well, I traded that FT-450 Delta that used to be right in here. I shrunk that down a little bit, but from that shrinkage went to this massive radio here, the FT-920, and then I got it dusted again. I watched this thing probably about 2 or 3 times. I can't plug it in now because we got thunderstorms, and I don't feel like having my radio blowing up to pieces. This radio works very well. Right now I just got it hooked up to on this little bench piece here because I have to move um, stuff over here somehow, get this down a little more, and I could fit that big monster in there somehow. And I got something for him too. Stand by. Okay, I just sliced the box open here. This is supposedly the fan kit. If I can get the damn thing out of the box. Oh boy, it's one of them crazy boxes, I guess. Hang on, there we go. That helps. Use your feet. Okay, that gives you all the hardware and all that sort. This is the fan kit. Yeah. I thought it was here in the US, but hopefully this works. Let's see, it looks like it's pretty well built. It's got the switch for the speeds, I guess it has on there. And it looks to be pretty good. I mean, this must be a copy. There is a guy out there that does make these, but I have no idea. I mean, but this is it right here, what it says. That's for the Anytone 666 Pro. That's what that's for. It goes behind that heatsink, the cooling fans, which I can't wait to install this because I'm relying on a dang little small box fan behind there. But yeah, so we'll throw that in there. That's for some other time I get to do it. The main focus here is to hang on a second. Nice radio here. Okay. Yeah, we were on the air last night. I was up late getting it all nice and cleaned up, and so I did an exchange, even trade, for the 450D. I still had the box. I still had the microphone. I had the original power cord was still in the bag. I used that radio maybe, how many hours on that radio? Was probably, I want to say, maybe about 5 or 6 hours on it. Not even. So he had a radio for sale, not this one. He had a Kenwood. So it all started with the Kenwood. Well, that didn't go through. I says, "You got any other radios do you want to part with?" He goes, "Well, I got this Yaesu FT-920. Here she is." So I have that. I have this radio for sale, and I have a meter for sale, a Heathkit meter for sale. Gave him that and the radio, and he gave me this power supply that goes with it. I'm really psyched about because I have no more power supplies. This is the newest one they make, and I like this. It's really nice. It's got the meters on it. It's basically an SEC 223, I think it is. The M has the meters. But yeah, there you have it right there. Yeah, another radio that I can't even fit up on top here. I'm gonna have to do something here in the future. But for now, I'm just testing this. And he gave me a tuner too, actually, to throw in the deal. The K100 tuner. It's a Kenwood tuner. He didn't have the cable, so I had to get a cable for that. I could use it on my Kenwood TS50S or any kind of Kenwood. It has that funky plug on it. So I have that. I got that tuner, and then of course the supply with the radio. And that was a good deal. And I tell you what, when I do get this thing going on the air, well, I was playing with it last night on some nets, and then they, of course, band conditions are quite horrible. But anyways, the filtering in this radio is just phenomenal. It is just crazily phenomenal. You got your DSP button, and you got your filtering system right here. It's just like dual buttons. I don't want to touch nothing. It's set perfect. I tell you, the filtering in this radio is just phenomenal. It's got dual VFOs. You know, it's got a VFO here. You know, so you got your main VFO and A and B, which is pretty cool. I can monitor two frequencies at the same time. I can listen to the net frequency, or I can go on 20 meters with another antenna. It's got two antenna ports. Or I could just use the optional on the back of the radio antenna thing type deal. But it's still got a little dust on it, and I just got through cleaning this thing I don't know how many times. And you just hit the wrong button, this thing goes crazy. I hate that. Now I just hit something, now it's blinking. Maybe we'll do this. See you later. There we go. She's back on. And it's still thundering out. Jeez, I wanted to try this thing out. I did make some contacts last night on it, so. And I put my trusty or MD100 microphone on it. I had this mic. I have another mic, the MD100. I might give that a shot too. And so I kind of did an even trade. It was basically that's what it was. And I had the HM102 meter for sale. And they're worth like $50-$60 online on some auction sites I've seen. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the deal we made. And he drove about an hour away from where he was to my house. I gave him a few bucks, you know, to come down here, and it was really nice of him to say, "Oh yeah, all right," you know. And you know, I showed him the radio and he goes, "No, don't worry about it. I says, "Well, you're probably gonna trust me more than any other guy that's out there, because what I sell or trade or whatever is legit. It is what it is. You guys, I'm sure you've seen it on my page. Well, I think I shown it in a picture or said one thing. I was gonna trade that radio out for another Kenwood. I almost did, but he wasn't selling that Kenwood. He was selling this. So I ended up with this. The receiver on this is pretty killer too. I was hoping to get that Yaesu, Kenwood, but I ended up with this guy. But I could end up trading this for the Kenwood. I think it was the 8 something. I can't remember what it was. A friend of mine's got one. I can't remember. I just don't remember the damn name now. His name. Just call him Alex. Alex has that Kenwood he's got. That's the radio that I want. I almost got one of those radios that Alex has. A friend of mine. And he goes, "No, I'm selling this one." I says, "Well, why you got that radio on there and if you're selling this?" Well, actually, I think it's sold or something like that. I don't know. I just go by how I feel. I think it's sold, and I asked him, "You got anything else for sale?" And he goes, "Well, I got this FT-920 Yaesu." And I says, "Oh, I'm very familiar with those. I remember somebody I knew years ago had one of these, and they talk very good. Very, very, very good. And the menus on this, I have no idea. I just plugged and played, and I played with the filters and all that last night. That's pretty much all I really did." So that's the story on that. So anyways, Yeah, I got another radio in the herd there for sure. So it is what it is, I guess. And now we got to work on this. Throw that and that radio too. That band kit that goes on the Anytone 666 Pro, and I'm not to worry about running a box fan behind there. You know, I actually use that box fan for my Heathkit amp over there. And these radios are getting a little jealous because I haven't used them all night or whatever. Or you know, I mean, jeez, I gotta move some of this down, or maybe even sell these off and just put this guy in there, or just wait. Maybe I could put a trade for a certain radio, like that Kenwood I want. But this is just as good, I think. The receiver on it is just killer. I mean, I wish I could demonstrate right now, but I can't because thundering and lightning out, and I don't want to blow it up. I just got it the other day, so it was a little dusty, and we cleaned her down. And I still feel it needs to be cleaned a little more. I'm just very what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very meticulous. That's the word. Meticulous, if you want to say. So, yeah. So we ended up with that. Now we're just sitting here. I was gonna get ready to film this and put this thing on a stand, but I'll just hold the phone. Yeah, here's the new radio for the fleet, and it's taking up my space. That you know, here's one station, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6 stations in one area right here. There's this spot, just this spot right here alone. Yeah, people are gonna say you're crazy. Well, there's another station over there, but it's just radios just stacked there neatly, so they're out of the way. No, that's right. That's another station there too. So I got stations in one room. I mean, let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got six stations in this place. I know you guys are thinking, God, this guy's crazy. All that in one room. Yeah, I know. It's just a sickness. Like I tell everybody else, $100 is not going to get you all this. It takes you years and years of, collecting, and it just doesn't happen overnight, So, anyhow, I know Alex is probably going to be all ticked off when he sees this. I know he's going to say, well, you should have got that Kenwood. Oh, I wanted the Kenwood, but I couldn't get it, so I ended up with this. So, what the hell? I mean, I could still trade this off for that Kenwood that I want. I can't remember the numbers. I have bad CRS. I tell you that. CRS is real bad, especially when you're doing stuff or whatever. But that right there, we'll try it for a while and see what's, the outcome of it is. So far, I actually enjoy it. It's enjoyable to listen to. The only thing, it does 100 watts. You need one of these guys right over here, these big boys, amplifiers. I wish I had an amplifier spare buffer. I bring one of the cables over here to there, and it just transferred over on this side. And just turn the amp on there, tune it, get a meter up. There's a meter up there. I can just tune and load it, play it, and then watch your meters on the your plate and load current on your tubes, and then whatever. But I thought I'd just throw this in here, But yeah, everybody's gonna think, yeah, man, you're crazy. But yeah, I am crazy, but this is a nice crazy. Oh boy, that's good. Coca-Cola. Anyways, but yeah, I have enough radios. I know. Everybody's saying, what in the God's name? It just happens. If I looked at myself years ago when I was a kid, yeah, I was into cars, radios, bikes, motorcycles, and I still like all that stuff. But I don't know. I guess the geeky side of me stayed to this. But I still I do know my stuff though when it comes to automotive and other things, electronics. And I used to be a machinist once upon a time, and I worked with lathes, Brown and Sharps, CNC machines, and now my health is I'm very ill, and I've been sick and this and that. I'm not gonna get into all my personal life, but basically I have a lot of health issues, and I'm not proud of it, and I'm kind of embarrassed, but I shouldn't be embarrassed. But friends tell me, Jay, it's not your fault. It's just it just happens. It happens. So anyhow, I just figured I'd share you a sneak peek here of this setup I got the other night. I got my little external speaker over there. That's a good little speaker too, I tell you. It's one of them knockoff ICOM speakers, but it sounds really good. But the next time you'll see me on this thing talking, and I'll do a live feed on it. Maybe on the Snowbirds or whatever. I was on the E-net or N-net or something. I was on 7238, I think it is. That's a good net too. At night, it's not a contest net. It's you make your contact, kind of a net. It gets passed around, or if you want to break in, and it's almost like a rag shoe type of try to get out net kind of thing. Get around. Work a few people, certain states, countries, whatever. It's not a contest. It's just, it's up for grabs. It's all open for somebody that wants to get in. I was on it for a couple hours, 2-3 hours last night, and then I called it quits. I was just getting tired, and things here. I had things going on here, and I just had a real bad day yesterday. Real bad day. I was going to start working outside the other day, and guess what happens? My freaking lawnmower, the pull cord just snapped off. So I had to order another one of those. So now I got to work on that piece of junk. Brand freaking new. But it's still under warranty. I got the part for free. A bunch of parts, carburetor, spark plug, filters. I need all that stuff, So I got all that stuff all under warranty, so... Then I got to work on that piece of crap. And I hired somebody to come here and do my yard work, and I feel so damn guilty right now. I can almost cry and almost smash my hand with a hammer right about now. I don't like people doing my work. I don't. But this dude is a real cool guy. I met him today. He's a really, really down to earth, cool dude. I guess we had things in common. I guess radios or certain things in life we like, cars, this, that, whatever. So he's a cool dude. I trust him. So I guess my mom hired him when I was in the hospital. The first round, I couldn't do anything because I was wrapped up in the hospital for 4 days. But anyways, I know I'm ranting and wrapping my gums here, but. Just figure I give you guys an update here in the Adams Ham Radio Shack. So yeah. So that's the scoop here, man. Yeah, that rig. Let's see. This Kenwood 850 is actually smaller than this Yaesu. This Yaesu is actually probably 3 inches longer than this one. I don't know if the picture's doing you justice, but here's this one. Here's the Kenwood. And there's the Yaesu. I think there is a big difference. That Yaesu's a monster. It is. And this was from in the 90s. And that came from like 2001 or 2-ish. No, about 2001 or 1 or 2. I can't remember when these came out. I remember I wanted one. And then the other ones start coming out. Then they started going to the old school, what is it, the fluorescent bulbs again. That's LCD screen right there. But they went back to the fluorescent bulbs, which is pretty cool. It has a nice meter, you know, real meter in there instead of the, you know, that signal meter type thing in there, as you can see. So it has a nice clear screen. I like that. Like I said, it's got dual VFOs. So this is what it really looks like. Look at it, still freaking got dust on this goddamn thing. I'm gonna have to take a wet cloth or something and just wipe it down it one more time. And here it has the active DSP right here. And this right here is your notch. Very good. These work fantastic. I'm telling you. I'm not kidding. It looks kind of a gimmicky thing, but let me tell you, when I first saw the radio years ago, I thought that was the funniest looking thing I've ever seen. But it's very effective. And let me tell you, when it comes to radios, I'm very finicky. When it comes to filters, this radio, I think I'm going to put this thing up here and put that on the amplifier, but I do not have the amplifier cable. It's got a bigger cable than the newer ones now. Or actually, no, wait a minute. No. I got the amplifier cable for that right there, so I could take him out of there, or this whole stack, and probably slide all, and take some of these meters out, slide that in there. Whoops, sorry, microphone. And my RE320 there, I don't want to... Anyways, that's that, guys. I just figured I'd give you a quick share see, and that's what we got. But we'll say 73 for now. Man, it's thundering out there. I can hear it. We'll say 73, and then there's the kitty there. If you just want to say hi and goodbye. Catch you on the next one, guys. Later.